One of the hardest things a man will ever learn is that not every battle can be won through effort alone. Some things cannot be controlled. Not loyalty, not love, not timing, not the human heart. That realization breaks many men because men are taught that strength means fixing things, solving things, holding everything together through sheer will. But life eventually humbles every man with situations where effort alone changes nothing. And in those moments, character is revealed. Weak men panic when they feel uncertainty. They chase harder. They beg louder. They lose themselves emotionally trying to force outcomes that were never fully theirs to control. But disciplined men eventually learn something very painful. The tighter you grip certain things, the faster they slip through your hands. There's a certain kind of suffering that comes from caring deeply about someone while realizing that you can't control how they choose to feel. And that pain is real. And pretending otherwise is dishonest. But I think strong men handle heartbreak differently than the world expects now. It's not because they do not feel deeply, because they understand emotional chaos solves nothing. The world today almost encourages emotional collapse, public breakdowns, desperation, constant reactions. But calmness during pain is a different kind of strength entirely. Some of the strongest men in history carried unbearable grief quietly. Warriors, kings, men who lost love, men betrayed by people they trusted, men forced to continue forward while carrying wounds nobody else could fully see. And what made those men powerful was not the absence of pain. It was restraint. The ability to suffer without surrendering their dignity. I think many men confuse emotional control with emotional suppression. But they are not the same thing. Suppression is denial. Control is awareness without destruction. A disciplined man allows himself to feel pain without allowing pain to turn him into chaos. Because heartbreak reveals a man to himself. It exposes his insecurities, his fears, his need for validation, and his ability to remain grounded when life refuses to give him certainty. Some men become bitter after disappointment. Others become wise, quiet, more intentional. As I get older, the more that I realize that love cannot be forced. Loyalty cannot be demanded. And peace disappears the moment a man abandons himself trying to hold on to someone who is uncertain about staying. There is strength in patience, strength in restraint, strength in giving people space to choose freely, even when uncertainty hurts. Because a man who truly respects himself does not beg for clarity. He does not lose his soul trying to keep someone from leaving him. And he does not destroy his dignity chasing temporary emotional relief. Sometimes, the strongest thing a man can do is remain calm while life tests his heart. To continue carrying himself with discipline, even while hurting. Not because he feels nothing, but because he understands that pain is temporary. And dignity should never be sacrificed for desperation. Some battles cannot be forced. And sometimes outcomes cannot be controlled. Sometimes peace begins the moment a man finally stops fighting what was never fully his to command.